Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, here's what we're gonna do. For beginners, you're gonna go out to the store, and if you got a Whole Foods around you, if not, you might have to order them on the internet if you're living way out in the middle of Wyoming or something. I don't know. I don't know where they wouldn't have them, but they're pretty cheap. This is a quart. I got this from Whole Foods. You could get them a lot of places. But these are Mung beans, right? Now, let's see what they look like. The Mung beans. You don't have to use that many to get. That's a lot right there. You get a lot of food out of that. So, that's about how many I'm going to use. You see, I look in here, if I see something, I'm going to pull it out. Good. Now, you get yourself a mason jar. 1 quart mason jar. And we're going to try to get these in there without spilling them all over the place. Alright? Actually, that's a lot. That's a lot for this jar. That's a lot. But that's good. That little bit on the bottom of the jar is going to fill this jar full of mung beans. So what I like to do is you're going to take these and you're going to wash them out, rinse them 3 times. And then, first of all, I want to show you something. You take a standard cap for the belt jar, right? The standard lid, and you perforate it. How do you perforate it? You get a nail and a hammer, you go da 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 da. You try to make these holes in such a way, such a size, as you're tapping along, it's not that hard to figure out, that your mung beans will not fall through these holes. Alright? Okay, so that's going to be your straining lid that goes on here. And of course, you'll use a retainer to keep the lid on. Now, that's in the early stages here. So, let's pretend these have been washed 3 times. I'm going to let them sit in that water for a little while. I don't know how many hours. I'm going to let them swell up a little bit in that oil. But then what you do, then you're going to drain the water. You put your cap on, and you go like that, and all that water is going to drain off, right? But you don't want to drain. You want to still keep it moist in there. Then you just rotate the jar. And now you're going to leave these in there, but just like this. Some people keep the jar on an angle with a loose, slightly loose cap to drain off any liquid. And you could do that if you like. But mung beans are not too temperamental. So you could just leave it like this. Boom. Put it in a place that is not in the sun. A dark place in a cabinet is good, or anywhere. I could leave these anywhere I please as long as they're not in the sun, because we don't want this to dry out inside or heat up to the point where you'll kill them with the heat, especially if they're in the sun. Keep them in a cool, dry spot is a good best place to do it. And every day you're going to rinse these. Rinse them twice a day if you like. It's good because you want to keep Because as these are going to grow, they're going to have acidic waste products as the byproduct of their growth. And you don't want that to destroy these or make them go bad. You don't want too much water in. You never want water in here. You want it as moist as it is right now. This will not dry out. Okay? So, rinse them twice a day. The way you rinse these things is that you fill this with water, shake it around, pour it out, rinse it again, pour it out, and that's that. Okay? And that's how you're going to get started here. I'm going to post a daily video on these as they grow, so you can see the process of how they grow as it comes along. So there you have it. Here's how you start it. All you need is a bell jar, hammer and a nail, and some mung beans. So I soaked these, I soaked them a long time, 24 hours, and this is what we got so far here. Hard to see through the glass, but you know, the skins are breaking, the seeds are swelled, and that's 1 day's worth of soaking. I rinsed them twice, drained them, and now I'll let them sit for another day, and that's what we got. Okay, day number 3. I want to show you what these look like, because now they got tails. These things, these mung beans are starting to grow tails. You see those tails? Now, what we're gonna do, like I say, we rinse these. So you pour water in there. And I like to rinse them twice. And you see, and then you're good. You're good for the day until tomorrow's rinse. So, like that. And you want to rinse them. Make sure all the water's out. You see, once they start growing like this, you don't have to get every last drop out. You go like this, and just now put them aside, and let them stay in for tomorrow. We'll rinse them again. That's day number 3. Today's day number 3, and we got tails on these babies. Day number 4. So day number 1, we put the beans in here, we put some water in there. Let them soak overnight. Day number 2, you could see that the green shells of the mung beans started to crack. Day number 3, you start to see tails on the mung beans. This is day number 4, and those tails have gotten longer, and you can see the beans themselves. Actually, you can eat these right now the way they are. You can juice them the way they are, but we're going further with this. So, see how they expanded? Let's rinse them. That's what we do every day. We gotta rinse these babies. You can rinse them once, but I rinse them twice. First time, because there are waste products as these grow, so I'd like to get those waste products off. And now this is another rinse to be sure. Now as these are growing, now all of a sudden these start coming off, the shells start coming off, and they will float to the top, so you can get rid of them that way if you want them in your salads. Another thing, if you want these thick, these roots real thick, like you see them in the Chinese restaurants, you're going to have to lay some weight on top of these as they're growing, because the weight actually makes them grow thicker. So you put something in here that fits in this hole that adds weight on top of these as they're growing. That way it will cause these to grow thicker. Okay, so that's our rinse for today. This is what they look like. Day number 4. You see all those green skins are all coming off of these guys. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see how they're coming along. Okay, day number 5. Now, this is just a demonstration of how you can add weight on the mung bean sprouts to get the mung beans to have fatter roots. I just put an old empty honey bottle with a can of some coconut milk on top, and that will add weight to put on to make them guys get fatter. Now I'm rinsing them. It's day 5, and another thing, when you rinse, you see that all these green skins will float to the top. As you mix, you can get rid of them that way. Alright, so let's just mix this baby up. See, now rinsing these guys, this bottle's getting full, and again you get all the green skins come to the top, but for me it doesn't matter because I'm juicing them. I'm juicing all these babies. So there's the rinse. That's rinse number 1. And me, you don't have to rinse them twice. I rinse them twice. Let's get rid of some of these green seeds. And we're going to rinse this again. Shake it up good. And these guys are nice and happy in there. Now, if I want, I could juice this now, but I'm not. I'm going to let them grow more. When I start to see, these could be good in salad the way they are now too. Because this is what you got now. Okay? Beautiful, tasty mung beans. Now, I'm going to let them go more. For me, like I said, I'm juicing them. I don't care. I'm going to let these guys grow bigger. Place this on top. I want those roots to be fatter. And I'm going to put this on top of that. If you want more weight, if you make them fatter roots, you use a heavier can. Or you could put a book on there. Anything what you like. You figure it out. And that's that for today. Catch you tomorrow. We'll see how day 6, how these bean sprouts look on day 6. Right now they're edible. Eat those babies in a salad on day. Okay, day number 6. Day number 6 for these babies. There you go. Let's get some water in here. We'll rinse. For rinse. Now, at this point, they're done. Because now they're really stuck down in there. These are beauties in there. And at this point, tomorrow, I'm gonna juice these. I'll make a video on I'm juicing these. But so 6, you let them go 7 days. So if you got 7 bottles, you can juice this much every day. And You continually rotate. Every day you start one. Every day you start one. And in 7 days, the rotation, you just continue the rotation, and you will have that live nutrition in your body every day. Once you get in the routine, it's nothing. It's nothing to do this. It's actually fun to do this. And there, all those beautiful finished products. Let's see what these look like. Our beautiful mung beans. You can do whatever you like with them. Look at those babies. Oh my God, they come out beautiful. Don't they come out so beautiful? And that's a lot. That's a lot for pennies. What pennies can give you. There's a lot of nutrition here. And you see how they fatten up by putting the weight on top, and then these babies fatten up. The more weight you put, the fatter they're gonna get. These gonna go for my juice tomorrow. And to remove that green stuff, if you put these in a big Tupperware, shake them around in the water, the green seed covers, shells, they're all off, and they'll come to the top, and you can separate them, or just eat them the way they are. Beautiful, wonderful, delicious. And that's how you make bean sprouts. Alright?